So apparently it wouldn't let me play when I had the camera tilted to the other side. I think that's bogus, but it's okay. We're still here. We're still going to go ahead and play Among Us. Right now I'm trying to get this mic in a good spot. Let me know down in the chat if my mic does cut out. If you cannot hear the sound anymore, let me know. That does mean my mic has died. Okay? Alrighty, so how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Remember, we play Among Us to strengthen our intuition and our spiritual discernment. Okay? The game simulates real life. I want to say to a T, but sort of, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Um, Let me show y'all. This, oh, I guess it does have a how to play. Oh, so we're just gonna read the rules, right? So, Among Us is a game of teamwork and betrayal. Players are either crewmates or an imposter. Play with 4 to 15 players. That's how you move around, do the task, period. So, if you already have a Among Us account on another platform, you may be able to link it to that account. Okay, this is so if you have um, a guest account and you want to merge it with a new account, like things like that. So, firstly, determine who you want to play with. If you want to play with friends online, set it to private and share the room code. If you want to play with others from all around the world, set to public. Okay, want to play with more tasks, you customize it, how faster walk speed, more imposters, you can change the settings. Okay, if someone is being rude or spamming or hacking, right, they can be kicked, temporarily kicked, banned, you know what I'm saying? Usually you don't come back after that happens. Okay, you can always see your map at every single given moment. You can see your map. Okay, um even in the meeting, right? It's going to be here and it's going to show you where you last were, just like it is showing right here. Okay. The crew. All right. The crew's objective is to do the group task or discover the imposter. Okay. Complete task. You feel this gauge that's usually at the top of the screen, which y'all cannot see right now, but it's usually up here where it says crew, so it's up here, right? React to imposter sabotage. All right, so go fix it. This is important. If you do not go fix this sabotage, it will end the game. The imposters will win. Do that, right? So then we have call emergency meeting. Okay, so you only call emergency meeting when you've got hardcore proof, facts. If we're playing together, then you can say intuition, spiritual discernment, okay, things like that. We can incorporate things for the game, more dealing with what we do on the live when we're playing together versus like when I'm just playing in the random lobby, okay? And hi Raina, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Okay. So then it says report the dead bodies. Yes, we have to report the dead bodies. And if you call a meeting and there is a dead body, I'm gonna think you're hiding the bodies. Okay, that looks very suspicious because now we don't know where this body was because the game is going to clear it out for the new round. Okay. Um, then it says check admin map and security for suspicious activity. So admin map is really hard, okay, because you can see people venting on admin map. It is possible, you know what I'm saying, but um not on your first few couple tries. You know what I'm saying? Uh so your best bet is security, which is the cameras, which you're actually going to see people do things on cameras and which is hardcore proof and evidence, right? So then as the imposter, your job is to kill off the crew, right? Blend in with the crew, okay? Sneak through the vents, right? Hop hop, okay? Pretend to run tasks. Like, yeah, you're going to pretend to do tasks. That's the objective of the game, right? You're gonna fake your task if you don't know how to fake your task. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. If you want to send a gift, my Cash App is in my bio for all donations and love offerings and tips and gifts and okay. You guys, it's not mandatory, but I am highly grateful and highly appreciative of it, okay? All right, so yeah, so if you don't know how to fake tasks, right? You gotta play as crew, right? See how long the tasks take, okay, and then fake them. But then you also have to read your task list. There's gonna be a task list over here by the task bar up here. Okay, you probably can't see where my finger is, but up here, right? The task bar is gonna be up here. The task list is gonna be over here. Read that task list, okay, because sometimes we get caught doing wires and there's no wires task. But if you read the task list, even as an imposter, it's gonna tell you that there is no wire task. Okay, I'm just giving out free game, but I want you guys to play to strengthen your intuition, to strengthen your spiritual discernment. Okay, because a lot of the times you're not going to get hardcore proof or evidence in this game, and it's going to be based off intuition and spiritual discernment, right? Deduction skills. You're going to have to be able to sit there and be like, how does this puzzle, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be able to when you play this game, just like you would if you were just interacting with people in real life, right? So, next, as an imposter, you can sabotage the ship and confuse the crew. Usually, it's not really like confusing the crew. The crew usually knows that imposters are gonna call sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens unexpectedly. Sometimes when it happens, you're like, "Oh no, there is a body that dropped." Right? Like you know, you never know what to expect, but it's not really like confusion. You can close the doors and track victims. Yes, this is true. Then you can, which is part of sabotage, really. But then you can kill off the crew between cooldowns. Okay, so everybody has a cooldown. So then, you know, you don't tell each other who you are if you're playing with a group of people, voice chat, live. Still not supposed to tell people who you are, even if you're playing in a random chat. You know what I'm saying? It kind of defeats the whole purpose of the game. But hey, so while playing in person, no talking is allowed to keep the game fair between the crew and the imposter. If a player is killed by the imposter, they cannot talk until the game ends. Ghosts still run their assigned task, working towards a possible crewmate win. Okay. Yes, when you are a ghost, you do have to do your task. Okay. The impossible happens, guys. You can task win in this game. Okay. Not always, but you can task win in this game. Okay. Now, this is the most important part, okay, the most important aspect to this game. And I feel like so many people forget about this specific part of the game, the discussion part, right? When I play in random lobbies, I feel like we just totally throw this entire part of the game out the window sometimes. Because apparently it's like it's not a part of the game, even though there's like a whole time for us to discuss, right? So yeah. Anywho, so when someone reports a dead body or calls an emergency meeting, the crew gathers to discuss what they know about the imposter. Right? They have to, because if you don't discuss what you know about the imposter, okay, the imposters are going to walk everybody down in the lobby, and nobody's making it out. Okay, so if we want to avoid an imposter win, you know what I'm saying? Then we need to make sure we are discussing what we know. Okay, because if you tell me where you're at, or if you know where so and so is at, any information is vital. Okay, we got to put the pieces together. We got to do what to do, and we can't do that if we're not talking. Okay, if we're not sharing information, you know what I'm saying? That's what made TikTok so lovely, guys, before the shutdown, before the American buyers took, you know what I'm saying? Because it was the first worldwide news outlet with the least ever amount of censoring on an app. And yeah, we just saw that get nerfed like a ton. So anyway, players can now talk openly about who they think the imposter is and what information they have. When playing in person, those cannot talk as they already know who the imposter is. And most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me say this. Actually, not most of the time. So when you have the roles on and you have like shapeshifter, the game has it now where shapeshifter, you don't know who the imposter is when they kill you, right? So the game isn't going to tell you who it is, because it's going to be whatever color they shapeshifted into. Okay. So the imposters will try to prove their innocence or accuse other crew members. You know what I'm saying? This is where the manipulation, okay, the gaslighting, right? This is right here is where the bluffing, the lying, okay, has to come in as an imposter, right? Misdirection. You know what I'm saying? And these are things that you would have to negotiate navigate, spirit said, navigate in real life, you know what I'm saying, with energy vampires, with narcissists. Okay, like these are actual traits you would have to be able to sniff out and be like, that's not in alignment, bro. What you're saying is not adding up in my spirit, so it's not adding up at all. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're able to do that in this game and apply it to your actual life, you know what I'm saying? You'll never be fooled by these kind of people again. So, after discussion, vote for who you think is the imposter. Whoever gets majority votes will be ejected from the ship. So, vote wisely, because if you vote out too many crew members, all the crew members, it's an easy win for the imposters, and the imposters are gonna head out. So if you don't have enough information and have decided as a crew, you can also skip voting voting to avoid ejecting someone innocent and gather more information, which is an amazing play when you don't have information. And then you train with practice mode. You know what I'm saying? Train. Um, so there's like that whole thing. So if you want to learn how to play the game, they do have all of this here. We're gonna play on Skeld. Hello. Tyson wanted to join us. Okay, so Tyson, I can't play if you're running up on me. Alright, so if I'm gonna go do a task, boom, J. Oh, this happens more times than I'd like to admit. Um, anything to the garbage. So you have the task, boom. Where can I customize it at? Okay, right there. It's gonna be imposter. Okay, I don't think y'all can see it. Let me see if I can move the computer. Boom. So as imposter, that's what I came to show y'all. Okay, as imposter, right? You get this taskbar just like the crew. See? Okay. Right? Just like the crew. Watch what I got y'all. I got y'all. Okay. And boom. Right? Taskbar. All the same tasks, right? Right. Since I did the task because I was, yeah, it's practice mode. Anywho, so boom. Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Okay, so I tried to see. I tried to get as much as I can. It won't let me tilt it the other way for you guys. But yeah, so then as imposter, see, I can use the vents over here. And I wanted to show you guys admin table. Now see, there's two of us here in admin table, right? Navigation, one in medbay, one in upper engine, one in security, one in reactor, right? So, yeah, blue definitely took a sacrifice there. That was it's just one of those things, right? So, so you can see all this, right? And if someone were to vent, these are the easiest vents, right? But there is a vent here in admin, to here in cafeteria, to here in hallway. And then this vent goes to navigation. Weapons goes to navigation, which is in this far area over here. And then navigation goes to shields. Okay. Yeah, I know Blue was just chilling, having a good time, and I just had to go and mess it up. It was just crazy. It's really unnecessary. So, as imposter, now I don't think they're gonna come fix it, but I could set the sabotage. I can be like, I was never here, guys. I was never here. Okay. Uh, wrong button. But I was here. And see and right and be like, oh, okay, so now I'm going to we're about to play an actual game, but I'm just like showing you guys as imposter. Oh my goodness, there's a body. And the practice round, they're going to like auto vote so fast. Okay, right, and be like, it's in. Why? At this point, it doesn't matter because they already voted. Um, how when the voting doesn't begin in 7 seconds. Don't get red. Yeah, I didn't get red, but I am gonna vote yellow out here. Oh my goodness, they voted orange out. They definitely think I'm sus. It's just bots, guys. No. As you can see, the bots voted wrong. That's crazy. Okay, we're not gonna push my luck with bots, but we are gonna go into an actual game. It's gonna be a random game, but so you guys, if you want to play with me, All you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in my bio. Okay, in our Brady Bunch hideout, and you can play with the voice chat with me. Okay, so you can strengthen your intuition and spiritual discernment. Okay. Ooh, this is hide and seek. Hey, sometimes you need to just grind your level. Hide and seek is an invaluable option. I'm looking for specifics. Okay. You played before, Cynthia? Yes, it's definitely like a fun game, but it also has like so much more depth to it. There's like at this point, I'm just trying to find, uh, no, but can I? Actually, I have to put that medium. Okay. Is it full? Dang. Wait, why did it come back up again? Why is it trying to get my hopes up so like so weird? This will do like this. Oh, these games will very hard. I don't need this on. Maybe I should try two imposters. Nope, that does nothing. um, hmm. They're all like very low rate. See, like 50 matches found, 30 matches found. What if I now take off this and back to two? Let's go back to the whatever this is. Welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Okay, 45 seconds is not bad. All right, so this is what I do. A check, cooldown, 20 seconds, short distance, not bad. Imposter vision is 4 times. Oh, Jesus. One, okay, not bad, not bad. 15, 45 seconds, five tasks all in total, two of everything, of all the roles, one of every imposter role. Then, really important, 10 seconds, engineer cooldown. Okay. I didn't get to, like, see if I could change my color or anything, but, no. Oh, wait. Okay, I just can there be any other color? Damn, just not cyan. Just my little suit on. All right, so we're waiting now for the game to start. We have 15 people in the lobby, so we're doing a-okay. Now it's 13, but that's okay. I just one. Anywho, I'm trying to think. Brain lag. Oh, I don't know. Um, I don't know who the. Oh, they're just waiting for the host to start. But yeah. Is someone hacking? No, not the hackers. Yes, someone is hacking. Uh, it happened, guys. It happened. And this is why I would rather play with you guys because then we wouldn't have to deal with any hackers, Um, because that's kind of like whack. I don't know. I just think hackers just you're hacking a game. You really have no life, in my opinion. You know, it's like a whole U.S. government out there, and you're hacking games. Personal opinion, to be honest, but yeah. So when it comes to using your spiritual discernment and your intuition in Among Us, it's very much about knowing the game first. Like unless you know this game like the back of your hand, um, like it's gonna be hard at first to like piece together certain information because you don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on, right? All the tasks. Okay, somebody just dropped all the tasks, right? Where each room is at. Okay, what vents connect to what vents. Okay, all vital information in order to uh, I'm an admin. Yeah, so I'm an admin. What? 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 No. What is SS, dear Lord? I have no words for the comments right now. Right. So they're saying orange in storage. Okay. I did not get to look at the new game instructions since we had to vote. We had to move because of the hacker. So and we kind of got in here kind of fast. So it happens. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. So yeah, right now we have like zero information except for the body is in storage and because it's such a old kill, I'm assuming it might be an SS. Oh, the doors are locked. We love to see it though. Okay, so I did my admin task, storage. Okay, so see like these vents connect to the secretary words security um into electrical. Okay. Um, all three of those vents connect to each other to the med bay. Where is the body? How is safe they did trash? Um, I am saying brown and admin. Okay, so like where is Brown? So like give Brown an opportunity to defend themselves if there is a Brown. Oh, there is not a Brown. So that means there is a tan. So where's is tan? The tan did scan. Okay, wait. What? Someone's saying Tan did scan though. No, I didn't get to vote. They already skipped. So it is what it is. I did skip because someone said Tan did scan. Now, if they're lying, they're imposter. You know what I'm saying? Because imposters can do that. There's no way. There's a hacker. There's a hacker. Because you can't do these both at the same time, guys. And they always wait in like 6. Oh, body. Until like in the SS, figured there was an SS in the game, right? Because of just how bold and brazen that last kill was. With who was that? Cyan? No, Lime. No. It was the first one in stores. This one said orange, so it was maroon. My bad. As if yellow killed yellow. Oh, scan. I have trash. I think I have trash too. Cyan safe. I hope. I at this point, we're just voting people out. Apparently, you know what I'm saying. That's what happens in random lobbies. You know. Somebody said they were safe. Oh no, I have shields. See, I said I hope. Um, but I lied, guys. I lied. I have shields. My bad. I meant shields. I still have a visual though. Okay, Rose, but why button? Why did we press the button? Loki Rose sus. See, I didn't want to say it though. You know what I'm saying? Because I Loki don't want Rose to come with me. Like, I think 14. I did trash. Well, I'm skipping. I don't. Oh. So if you want to join me in a game on voice chat, we have a Discord server. Link is in my bio. Okay, join us in our Bernie Bunch hideout. All right, so that you can be a part of not only the game but our Bernie Bunch family soul tribe. Okay. Oh, we had no information all game, and they just kept random voting people out. Yeah. Well, let's try. Let's try again. Let's. We're gonna find a new one, and we're gonna pray for the best. Amen. Let's view the settings. 12.5 in short distance. Okay. We can rock with that. That's a lot of tests. 5 noisemaker, 2 engineer. 15-second tracker cooldown. But what's the 5 seconds? Okay. 5 seconds. Engineers be in them vents. Back and back and back and back. Yeah, so like I said, you have to know the map. That's why I always come in here and check the rules sometimes, if I'm talking too much and I forget to check the settings, because the settings that what you're about to get into before you get into it. Okay, if there's roles, how much time you guys have to discuss, right? Crewmates' vision. Okay, all of that is important information you are piecing together. Just like your downloads are very important pieces of information you are piecing together. It's not just about how you deal with other people, but also how you deal with spirit, with God, universe, with your ancestors, with your spirit guides, and trusting um, the intuition, right, that has been given to you, allotted to you by the divine. Okay. So everything that is orchestrated for you, to you, is going to be divinely flowed into your life, right? So trusting your intuition, trusting that knowing, trusting that feeling, trusting that image that came into your mind, trusting the dreams, you know what I'm saying? Trusting the downloads, the synchronicities that the good Lord has for you. Okay. When you, oh, sorry guys, when you do that, right? It's like that deep breath, basically. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's basically like that woosah moment, that release moment. Um, so literally everything in this game is connected, right? To how close you have to be to someone in order to kill them, right? Versus how they have the same vision, but if they were to have like more vision, like the last game I think they had, or not that game, but maybe one of the games had 4 times vision on the imposters and really low crewmate vision was like 1 and this was 4. Okay, so things like that, right? Imposters, you're gonna have really good vision, meaning they're gonna be able to see you from a mile away. They see you coming in the dark before you even ever see them coming. You know what I'm saying? Especially with 1 crewmate vision, you're like they're gonna run up on you. You're gonna think they came from I don't know where they really came from in a corner. And like did you up, So you do that because you guys know I don't like imposter rounds. I genuinely don't. There's already a body? That's wild. I didn't even do anything. Mm. So obviously there was someone else. Tyson, you okay? I don't know what's going on in this chat. Did you see here? Said white left last. It's brown though. White or brown. Guys, if my teammate is getting done up this early in the game, I'm not trying. I promise you. That's no. White or brown. I have no clue what's going on in this chat for real anyway. I don't think this is gonna be one of those serious games. If you say no, what? I think I know what it says, but like, oh wait, what am I doing? I was gonna skip, and then I was like, no, wait, actually get white out. I mean, I know that was very messy, but Your girl needs to make sure. Oh, all the doors are closed. Great. We love to see it. Yes, we do. Where you going? I think they dropped a body. No lie. I really think they dropped a body somewhere. Oh, okay, guys. Let's see the chat. Let's see what the chat's talking about. Where's it at? Where's it at? My fault, OG. Midbay? Cyan? I saw him. Well, hey, what can you do? I'm definitely going to a different lobby. We're gonna try again to at least get one serious round in if we can. If we can. Let's just try it out. See what it do. What it do. 10 seconds medium? Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. It's starting. It's starting. I didn't see the. I didn't see the. Oh, 5 seconds and it's infinity time. Oh, give me engineer. Give me engineer. Give me engineer. 5 second cooldown and it's infinity time in the vents? Yeah. I'm ready to be an engineer. I'm ready. How many? Two? Yeah, I have a good chance. I'd rather be an engineer because I will sit in the vents the entire game. That's a strategy, guys. Don't think it's not cheating. It's a strategy. Foster hop in the vent and you're like, "What's up?" I was just waiting down here in here for you. You know. But in reality, they don't know that you're in there, right? They can't see you in there. You can only see people hop out of it or hop in a vent. You can't see who in the vent. You know what I'm saying? So you could have gave me engineer. Did we start the game prematurely? Uh, what happened? And how did I still not get an engineer and there's only 5 people? My odds were even greater. What? Did we try, guys? We did try, but like I said, I'd rather play with you guys, okay? If you want to play but you don't want um to play when I go live, that's okay too. Okay, you still just have to join the Discord server, all right, and join the chat, the text chat, and the Discord server for Among Us. Like I said, this happens more than I care to admit. Oh ho! Yo, I done got me. That's crazy. Why did I do that to myself? That's diabolical. How can I fix it? Yeah, like I was saying though, if you don't want to play while we are on the live, that is okay. You still do have to join the Discord server, our Bernie Bunch hideout, in order to play among the people in our chat, our Soul Tribe family. Okay. Um, if you do want to play on the live, or if you don't mind me recording to post later, either. let me know in the Discord server. Okay. Right. So we tried. We tried. We did try. Okay. Um if you do want to play while we are alive, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the Discord server. If you want to play off live, let me know in the Discord server. Okay, because this game truly will help you to strengthen your intuition and your spiritual discernment. No, I'm not going to that part. Uh, okay, that's what I wanted. Like, what? You can practice on here to learn the game, to learn the different tasks, right? To learn the different sabotage, learn how they work. Of course, you can also just learn as you go. Uh, it works better that way sometimes, right? But when you start to get like good at this game, it would be when you start having like more experience, right? Because spiritual discernment isn't just knowledge, it's also experience, okay? Because if you never experience an energy vampire or a narcissist or a warlock or someone who intends to do you harm, right? And you never met the like interacted with their kind of mannerisms, with their kind of the way they talk, right? The way they're able to manipulate, gaslight, right? If you've never dealt with those kind of things before, right? This game is showing you uh a glimpse, and not in like a toxic way, but like, it's just showing you a glimpse of this is the objective in the game. Well, like, if it's someone's objective in real life to take you out, you know what I'm saying? You need to be able to spot the imposter, you know what I'm saying? You need to be able to understand when people who come into your life are out of alignment with your highest good. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if they're not in alignment with your highest good, then you need to be able to, get them out of your life as quickly as possible before, years later type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can avoid a lot of situations, avoid a lot of unnecessary people in your life. You can protect your peace the more and more you practice your spiritual discernment and your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Because intuition and your spiritual discernment, it's a muscle. It's not just something you will wake up and be the best at overnight. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's people out there with really good intuition, okay, and are really good at solving puzzles, okay, which is a big part of spiritual discernment, right? So, yes, that is true, and that's straight talent. You know what I'm saying? That's straight God allotted, but you have to still train it. You can't use it and expect no training to go in and expect you to be like 100%. You know what I'm saying? Your intuition, I despise how downplayed it is in like in science, because it's very important, right? It's our instincts. It's literally how not just how we survive, but how we thrive. You know what I'm saying? So for them to be like it's not always accurate, you know what I'm saying? And this is like we're talking about like psychology right now, right? So to be like it's not always accurate, and it's like your intuition, how do I put this? In I don't know, spirit, okay, spirit is showing like a image going like this and going like this, like, and here is like the answer, right? And here's this, and here's this, like an in like this is like an imbalance going back and forth, right? Here's the answer here. So if you strengthen this muscle, okay, strengthen this tool within your body that is already a part of your brain and how it works. It's not like you have to create intuition. It's just something you either have to unlock or strengthen, right? In doing that, you balance out your energy, you balance out the usage of your brain, of your energy, right? And you're able to pinpoint the answer at a higher rate. Okay. And that's why I'm like guiding you guys through this game, suggesting this game to you guys, why I'm pushing it so much for you guys, because I truly want to see you guys strengthen your intuition, strengthen your spiritual discernment. Okay, this is one of those ways to do that. Of course, there are other ways to do that. But I like to have fun, and I assume my rest of my soul tribe family likes to have fun too. And we don't always have to be super super serious about everything, but there is always going to be a learning, a learning environment here. Is always We're always gonna learn something, even when we're having fun. Okay, because there's always a spiritual explanation for every physical representation. Okay. All right. So, hey, we're gonna get it in. All right. And I know there is going to be a day where I'm playing with you lovely souls that are part of our soul tribe family, that are truly invested in their journeys, truly invested in supporting my channel, okay, supporting this journey that God has me on with you guys, right? And us playing together live, us playing together just, for funsies in the off the live, them saying like, I know that this is going to be so much bigger than I am anticipating. And I really do love you guys, and really am grateful and appreciative for all the love that you guys show me back. And honestly, you guys don't know what it means to me. Like, we are really close to 150 family members on YouTube, and it's literally, we literally just hit 50, like, not even full 2 months ago. Like, this is so crazy to me, like, to think of how much we've grown in this amount of time, and how much God keeps showing me, like, keep going, and truly, I am truly grateful for every ounce of love that you guys show me, every ounce of support you guys show my way. Okay, it is very, very heartwarming, and it means the world to me. Okay, I love you guys so much. Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace into this lovely, lovely world that God universe has built for us. So why should we tear it down when we should build it up to our utopia, heaven on earth, that we all and each of us deserve? Drink your water. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So it is. Ashe. I'll see y'all